Oh, God.
Let's do this.
Honestly, the things I do for this network.
Jeez, that's awful. Awful, awful, awful.
If you're wondering, the water is cool, but not exactly refreshing. Chunky might be a better word. Chunky and viscous. It's enough to make a fella thirsty.
People say to me, Mike Rowe, when you're out there in the world filming dirty jobs, do you ever have any time just to kick back and relax? And I tell them, yeah, I do.
And just like that, another network promo is in the can, along with some obligatory eye candy for your favorite social media platform. Having done all that, let's get to work.
Okay. As pools go, you've seen many. Scale of 1 to 10, how bad is this?
10's the worst, right?
Yeah.
Yep, 11. No doubt.
It's called vinyl pools. Is this a vinyl pool?
Yeah, I didn't want to be ambiguous with the name. I went straight forward. Vinyl pools, that's what I do. That's what I do every single day.
I appreciate it.
And believe it or not, my father built this pool.
You're kidding.
No,
So you come from a long line of pool people.
I'm a second-generation pool man. Started working summers with him in 1996, so I was 12 years old. So I was the guy that got the tools, brought everything back and forth from the
Just
truck.
do what you were told.
Digging trenches, doing, what I thought was everyday normal work.
This is a character-building summer job for a kid. You're in South Florida. I'm assuming there's going to be a fair amount of back-breaking manual labor. And, just the constant excitement of never knowing what lurks beneath the surface.
We got to get this water out of here. That's
right.
number one. So this is our workhorse on the operation today. Just trying to get a nice snug fit so we don't have any air leaks.
So where's the water gonna go that gets sucked out?
That way. We just try to get as far away from the pool as possible.
If you're just joining us, we're waiting for these pumps to do the job of sucking out the 8,000 or 9,000 gallons that were in here. Shouldn't take too much longer, I guess.
It's moving water. We just got to clear a little pocket for it so that it's not sucking up all that debris. They just had the roof done, and roofers don't care where their trash goes.
The roofers literally threw the crap straight in the pool.
Have you ever heard the old saying, everything rolls downhill?
Yeah, I've heard a version of it.
Yeah, guess where downhill is in Florida? The bottom of a swimming pool.
What's this?
It was an old pool cleaning hose, look. Or you could reach over and grab it instead of unraveling the whole thing, Mike.
This is better TV, Dan, trust me. We can make a meal out of this.
Good news. One of our traps caught a beaver last night. So Alex and Ambry,
That's a beaver.
two of Nate's trappers, have brought the little rascal here.
Can I assist?
You betcha. Keep your fingers out of there and you'll be okay.
This new resident of the beaver bunkhouse will be quarantined for 3 days to clear it of any parasites and disease.
All right, buddy, you're in.
Meanwhile, we've got 2 beavers who have just finished their quarantine and are ready to be released.
Mike,
Yeah.
get in there and clean those sticks with Becky.
I'd be happy to. Sure thing.
Piper is called Piper because they found him blocking a pipe. Pooper is called Pooper because, well, do I have to spell it out for you?
You just turned it into a carnival ride.
I don't know.
Step 1, fire up the motor on the portable water tank.
Why don't we get Mike?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
Yeah, come
There
on.
you go. I was waiting.
Mike, we need someone to pull some.
I'd be happy to do that. This is why you don't get Mike.
Oh.
Oops, my bad.
We'll use the shovel.
We'll need to fill the buckets the old-fashioned way. Beavers have thick fur to keep them warm. But since our beavers don't have access to a pond, we'll need to keep them cool.
There's a lot of poop in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, beaver poop. It's a new one. How do you get the poop out?
We'll wash it down the drain.
All right.
And the water that we rinse out of here
Uh-huh.
is watering the trees. So the wastewater from the beavers are actually growing their own food.
Their own fertilizer is providing the basis to create their next meal.
Exactly. All right, Mike, we're gonna take this and we're gonna set it up against that back wall in there.
All right.
And we're gonna try to direct Piper into that cage.
Easy. Easy. You know where you want to go. There you go. Good, man.
All right.
All right, and then you just take this, give it a twist and a pull, and it goes down.
Pooper's gonna get released today. So he's gonna get his new home, huh,
He's
buddy?
a growler.
It's a big day for him.
Aggressive.
He's aggressive?
Mm-hmm.
You hear that hissing sound he's making?
I
You
do
ask
hear
what
the
kind of
hissing.
sounds beaver make? That right
Yeah.
there. That's a kind of aggressive.
He has visible
hissing.
biceps and quads.
And he's drooling.
Yeah, he's a little distressed.
As a rule, when a creature looks at me, hisses, and drools, I back off.
You want to leave him alone.
All right, Pooper, chill out. Now I pick him up.
Yep. Grab him by the handle there.
Solid animals. Steady as she goes, Pooper.
So the one thing you want to do, though, when you're moving up, don't make eye contact. Kind of look off, because they're a prey animal. They're used to seeing predators, keeping an eye on them.
Yeah.
Right there, you see it? The black and green. When you grab them from the thicker part of their tail, they can rip it off. If you grab them from the end, more likely than not, they can't. They don't break it off. So you can grab them from the end right there, but hold on tight and pull them towards the bank. And then as soon as you pull them, grab them with the other. But you gotta be quick. He's gonna see your hand going down. So you gotta dive at it quick. Wow. Yep. Gotta be quick.
Might have hesitated. I just can't get over the damage, though. Look at this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what we're dealing with, right?
Yeah.
So there are condos, apartments all over the place. So all this stuff is being exposed. And the next thing you know, you're in a sinkhole.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right. Now I don't feel so bad. Let's kill some.
Yeah, here? Definitely.
He's giving you just enough for the kill spot.
I'm trying not to ricochet off that yellow.
It's fine. Nice.
There you go.
Good stuff, Mike. Man's pretty good at it. Grab him, grab him. Grab him, grab him, grab him.
Jeez, get him.
Get him, Alejos. Get him, Alejos. Come on, guys.
Not today.
You got him. Unbelievable.
Not today.
All right. Yeah, that was money right there.
Just so you guys know, those packs are not waterproof. They are very expensive. So if you think you're gonna go in, please let me know.
I got you.
Just don't dive.
I've been wrecking Jones's audio gear for years.
All right.
I'll probably get an angry letter from him, too.
Nice. He's down.
There you go.
Boom.
Oh, right there, right there, right
Go,
there,
Mike.
right
Go,
there.
Mike. Go, Mike.
Why is it always got to be me, dude?
Come on,
There are
Mike,
5
let's
people
go,
standing
Mike.
around.
Grab him. Grab him.
Right there.
6 feet.
Right there.
Grab him, Mike.
All you. Come on.
No, when he brings them up, I'll get him.
Grab him,
Tom.
Mike.
I'll get him.
Seems like a nice moment to gently remind pet owners that iguanas are not pets. And this is what happens every single time when people insist on bringing invasive species back to the house. Come on, guys. Don't do that.
And it's a wrap for that guy.
We could do this all day. As a matter of fact, we did. But first, another brief word to those who are about to fire off an angry email.
People who would say,
The misperception is this. Most people here think the seasoning on most Maryland blue crabs is made by Old Bay. Well, it's not. Most of the spice on most of the blue crabs is actually made by a family-run operation called J.O. Spice. During the summertime, J.O. Spice produces 70,000 pounds of crab seasoning every day. That's 175 tons a week. And for years, people like me have been giving Old Bay all the credit. That ends today.
How you doing,
So this
sir?
is Brandon. He's the manager
Mike,
over here.
how are you?
Oh, man, good, man.
Nice to meet
So
you.
Brandon, do we have a recipe that we need help with today?
Yes, sir. We're gonna work on this recipe right here.
Now, how many different recipes are there?
We have over 200 different blends, not just crab seasoning, from chicken blends, steak seasonings, you name it.
Really?
So right there, that's what we're gonna follow step by step. That's the secret recipe. So I need you to get me ground red, 23.2 pounds, please. If
You'll
you
have
could
to-
find some ground red.
Right in front of me. Elite ground red pepper. All
Yep.
right.
Take that and you'll put it onto this cart right here. We'll measure 23.2 pounds of ground red. We'll put it into this container here.
At a glance, one could say that's a trash can.
Oh, well, it's a food can.
A food can.
That's what we're gonna use it for.
So back to the Old Bay. Are you guys like fierce competitors?
We are, and it's just been built that way from them getting recognition that I feel like we have earned.
Yeah.
0.2 Perfect.
Oh, look at that. I got to point out something. That this proprietary recipe, when we get to the end of the list, it may no longer be proprietary.
So we will gather 27.8 pounds.
27.8 pounds. So this is a large batch of whatever this is.
Actually, it's a smaller batch.
Oh.
So we put together batches that are up to 10,000 pounds at a time.
10,000 pounds?
10,000 pound runs is what we do. You want to make sure that you're following the recipe exactly, or else it won't come out right. And the original recipe was an all-purpose seafood seasoning. It's called JO number 1.
JO number 1 was the company's very first blend. It's still a fan favorite for enhancing the flavor of seafood, meat, poultry, popcorn, French fries, and anything else you want to spice up.
So you're going to need a little,
Yes, sir. If you don't mind grabbing that off the shelf.
I will. Not sick. Yeah.
After being in here for 26 years, you kind of get used to it.
Bring it up on over.
Yeah, put the rear of your head in first.
Make sure that chin pad is underneath your chin. The booger buster's out, and pull the hat down onto your face and wiggle up your shoulders. There you go.
I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Paul, can you hear me?
Got you loud and clear. How about me?
Yeah, you sound great.
Roger that. Okay. No, just go ahead and slide in.
Slide in on my ass?
Slide in.
Back in 322 BC, Alexander the Great used divers during the Siege of Tyre. Today, a good underwater welder with lots of diving experience can make $300,000 a year. None of this is relevant to the task at hand. These are just some things I know.
Wow, Paul, this is some kind of crazy.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Can't see, but I can breathe, which is such a plus.
Most definitely.
So you can hear me, but nobody else can hear me, right?
Yeah.
All right. So is that Leon who's in here as well?
Yeah, Leon, is this your safety diver?
Terrific. So I guess now you should ask Jared if I should go over to pylon number 1 and start pulling crap off the bottom.
Yes, you should. I can tell you that for a fact.
Excellent.
Divers headed over to pile 1 to start removing debris.
All right, I'm going to go down and have a look, okay?
Roger that.
Over time, the river current pushes rocks around these bridge piles. I'll need to clear them away to make room for the jacket.
Paul, the job is grab the rock and put it up on the float.
Just pull it away from the pile, probably 3-4 feet, so it's out of the way, so we have enough room to get the jacket on.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you know when you're done?
You'll have a 2 to 3 foot area all the way around that piling that's fairly flat.
All right, well, tell the guys that I don't feel any more rocks around the bottom, so I'm guessing that we're done.
Roger.
I can barely hold my head up.
The one upside to working underwater? The 100 pounds of gear strapped to your back doesn't feel that heavy. Getting out of the water, on the other hand, well, that's just one more thing for the old guy to complain about.
Feeling I get sometimes.
Can we get his respirator?
It's usually right before things get super, super dirty and people say things like, "Can I get his respirator?"
The dirtiest I have ever left this property was when I emptied these.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Now it's a new guy chore.
The FNG.
Yep, the FNG.
You just unzipper?
Yeah, unzipper if you can. Start scraping it out if you can.
There's a certain futility. I feel as though I'm downwind.
Yeah, you're in a really good spot there, Mike.
And so I learned for the 1 millionth time, being downwind, never good.
We just can't pull down on them too much or they'll disconnect.
Oh. Is it coming out?
Oh yeah, you're doing good.
I'm afraid to open my eyes.
So if you kind of reach your arm up in there and kind of claw at it, you can
get it to break free a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
That's Dylan giving me some advice on how to get even dirtier. Thanks, Dylan.
What are we going to do when we get this hopper full of fines?
Yeah, we're gonna dump it.
Dump it where?
Back into our hopper to bag it.
Yeah, we should do this more often.
Yeah. Don't worry, we only have 7 more to go.
You want us to call on you the next time we do it?
Yeah, that'd be great. And if I don't pick up, just keep calling. I'm probably just tied up out back. I guess it could be worse. I mean, it could be hot. It's like really hot. What I love most is that this could actually be making the world a lot cleaner.
Not at this exact moment.
Not right now.
But maybe in the future. Oh, and the wind changed. Awesome.
Yeah, perfect. I think it's following me.
Better to have a little bit of breeze than no breeze at all.
You're really a glass half full kind of guy, man.
So if you look at this kind of area right here is that really fine stuff.
Right.
It's like closer to water than it is to dust.
Right.
It like flows because it's so incredibly fine.
That's because the particles are charged with static electricity, which mimics the dynamics of water. Dusty water, that is.
Yeah, it feels like water or some kind of fluid.
Biochar is also useful in environmental remediation and cleanup projects. The carbon is great at sucking up toxic metals and other contaminants that harm soil and water. Seems like a great time to thank Dylan and Ben for their hospitality.